Dude, there's no way. Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of The Expanse. My name is Ryan, and today we are going to be covering the next episode, which is Season 4, Episode 8. This is The One-Eyed Man. So, last episode had a lot of things happen. One of the more interesting ones was the ending. The ending of the last episode, we had the slugs that were coming in from the water, and we had some people dying. That green, the microorganisms that are growing in the fluid in our eyes is now causing everybody to go blind. So now we're on a timeline. One of the biggest interesting parts of this is the fact that Holden is unaffected, or he's not infected by this. They're just not growing in him. Obviously, we can only assume that this is due to his connection to the protomolecule somehow. If it's altered him in some way, maybe this could be because of that, like, remember that whoosh of energy that, like, every time you would pass through the ring, it would, like, go into him? Maybe it's that. Maybe that's just a vision. I don't know. Some things could come up later to explain this. Lucia and Felcia are now working together to figure out a way to tether the barb to the Rocinante so they can pull it back into orbit so it doesn't fall, to give them enough time to try and figure out a solution to get everybody off of Illis. The hunt for Inaros happened where they actually sent people into the ship that they saw he was on, and people had warned them that this was probably part of his plan. As it turns out, he's just either A, was on the ship and knew that they would come, and that was part of the point of showing himself, and they tried to go a different route. Everything is kind of snowballing in a way, because Avasarala had blown up without considering anything about the Sojourner, blew that up. Turned out to be the correct choice. Saw Marco Inaros, whatever his last, Marco Inaros, and they saw him on that feed, sent a team after him instead of just blowing it up, which may have been the correct choice, but it's difficult to have evidence to prove and justify yourself. But I digress. So, we have a lot of things happening. A lot of things are in danger. Left off the last episode with kind of hysteria kind of setting in with the prospect of losing their eyesight, as well as food and water running out. And now the water that is seeping into the conduit, the structure, it's now filled with these killer slugs. And it's not like they kill you slowly. Literally, if they touch you, you're immediately dead, or as close to it. So, I don't know what to expect other than more life-threatening situations and us trying to figure out a way to last one more episode. So, yeah. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already. And with that, if you guys are ready, I'm ready. I'll see you in the episode.
Was an unprovoked attack by the UN. These actions...
Oh, wow. It's Fred Johnson.
I'm here to tender my resignation, but I cannot, good conscience, continue to serve a leader who recklessly puts Marines in a line of fire for her own gain.
We were hunting a terrorist.
It's all falling apart. Man, Christian is going through it, man.
Welcome to Medina Station.
It's good to see you.
You promised to hold your temper.
I did.
Wow.
You sold us out. You gave Marco's location to the Earthers and got dozens of innocent Belters killed.
Oh, wow. That was him?
Back channeling our information to the UN was the right move, and kept our hands clean in the eyes of the OPA factions who supported Marco.
Oh.
I'm negotiating a way for us to maintain control of the ring space and for the UN to remove their battleship.
You can do it without me. I quit.
Whoa. Holy shit. God damn it, Fred. What the hell is that? Dude. It's like, oh my god. This show is a microcosm of just like the way that people think and act. Everybody really does believe that they're correct. And I can't believe that Fred would just... They were blaming Drummer for like making her decision. It's a lose-lose all around, because everybody has their own side. Nobody's fighting to help each other, really. And if they are, they're willing to switch very quickly. It sucks. That's why, you know what? I'm just going to stick to our side. I'm just going to stick to Holden, maybe I can't even do that, because sometimes I don't necessarily agree with what they do either all the time. So, this is bad. It's just bad. Everything's bad right now, and I don't like it.
How's it going down there?
Another belter wandered off, found his body. Well, at least tell me your plan's working.
They're building a cable in the gantry. I'm finishing the Rosie's tensioning system. We'll be maneuvering to match orbits and make the hookup shortly.
One of us needs something to go right.
Yeah, Hope is wearing thin in the start of this episode, I'm seeing.
Get him off me! Get him off me! Get him off! Hey, easy, easy. There's nothing there. There's nothing there. There's nothing there. Easy.
Does Amos still have... Oh my god, they are crawling right up to it.
Got them all. Amos?
I'm just sending a message to the rest of them.
Whoa.
It confirms my theory. The slugs secrete a powerful neurotoxin that immediately paralyzes humans and causes respiratory failure upon contact with our skin.
Captain Holden, we've had an update from the Edward Israel. They said tomorrow the waters above us would have receded enough so that we can build camp on the surface. Well, my people can handle the ropes if you can guide us out.
When we leave here, we're all leaving together.
In the land of the blind, the one-eyed man is king.
Ah. Interesting. It's a really interesting dynamic that we have for this. Having everyone be blind. It is surprisingly different problems. They've somehow not, like in a sci-fi show, they've somehow made this interesting and they haven't repeated themselves. I don't know. I like season 4 actually.
Ship's on its way in from Callisto. The offloaded cargo is being housed at storage level 3 and is scheduled for immediate recycling. We're just escorting the package from the dock storage facility to one of the berths.
So we're just the middlemen on this.
All we have to do is babysit the package until we make the handoff.
What are they babysitting?
What's the package?
I wasn't provided with that information. Is that a problem?
I'm fine with that.
Good.
Drummer still has a conscience. Or Bobby still has a conscience, not Drummer, sorry.
If the cable goes slack and tightens too fast, the stress will snap it.
I'm gonna be pumping the brakes. Y'all are gonna feel this a bit, so make sure everything is locked down and secure.
Oh, I really hope this works. Really, really, really hope this works.
Cable just 800 meters. No safety margin. Show your math right, Kate.
We make it work. We have to.
Thanks for hating your parents. You might save us all from being fucked.
What happens if it doesn't work, right? Like the cable snaps, they fall into orbit, they die. Like obviously a bunch of people just die anyway, and I have this creeping suspicion that a lot of everybody's going to die. I feel like this is going to be another one of those like the world is cruel and unfair, and it's going to be a lot of Mercury people are going to die, a lot of the Belters are going to die, and I have a feeling that Felsia and the ship here is not going to go well, because even if they do, all you've done is given them time, but like, you know, that's not really fixed. That's not solving the issue, right? So
We have to cut our losses. Belters aren't gonna forget you're the reason we're down here.
Hold it! What? What happened?
I think someone walked away. That way.
Amos? Oh no.
Amos. Step back.
He's been acting weird, man.
Step back. Jesus Christ!
Whoa, what the hell?
Stop!
What the hell? That was close.
Look at me. As long as we're still breathing, we're alive. I can't lose you.
It's like Amos is this is something he can't fight, right? It's a literal losing battle. Like he can't fight it. It's something he can't ward off. He doesn't know how to handle the situation, and he's losing it a little bit. And I love the moment between them, the bond that they're showing that we've cultivated over the last 4 seasons.
I am going to hunt down Marco and kill him.
Interesting way to start a future of peace.
The longer Marco lives, the more followers he will recruit, and the more our nation and our peace will be at risk.
Valid.
You know, for this mission, I am going to need a good XO. The job is yours, if you want it.
Come on, drummer. You guys make a great team, and you guys are fighting it for the same things in the same direction, which is more than you can say for a lot of the things that's going on. Killing Marco makes a lot of sense, and I think that's one of the biggest threats we have. Is the tension is tight, right? If I were to use the barge analogy, if there becomes slack in the line, this idea that things are going right and the peace that we're cultivating lasts just a little bit, we get a taste of it. I say we as in like speaking from a Belter's perspective here, or from the OPA's perspective, and then it becomes tight too quickly, it will snap. So if they are to have this slack being the piece that they're trying to make. And that pulling of the tension is Marco making a cause that's going to deliberately create tension inside of this piece, in this piece that they're making. It will break it. And they can't have it happen, because then they will drift apart from that force. It will not bring them together. It will push them away. And I think Ashford has identified that when he made his vote in the when they were going to space him the first time. Obviously, you know, Drummer was thinking more like an inner, more like the politics that she was used to seeing and what she thought they needed, but that's just not the way. They're fighting people that are fanatical like Marco. They're fighting people that have had to fight against everybody else their entire lives. So you can't sit here and create peace without bloodshed. And that's kind of the catch-22 of it all. Is it sucks that this idea that we want peace, or the OPA want peace, but they don't want to do it conquering like the inners, like Martians. They don't want to be like them. They want to be free, but they don't want to do it in the same way. And I think for them to start, even by doing that, they've identified a problem, and that's Marco. And I think it's really, really cool that Ashford has that loyalty to Drummer, which is super sweet. I love it. So, can't wait to see.
Can I help you?
I'm sorry. I'm looking for Isai Martin.
Who is it, honey?
Isai.
Hey.
Hey.
Come on in. What's going on?
It's about the job. Something's not right. You don't do any job without knowing the details. What's going on?
It's the last job.
You think all those scientists and engineers are going to keep creating an atmosphere that won't be finished for another century when they can go work on another planet already with air they can breathe?
He has a really good point, and it's one thing that I've mentioned before. Like, when Bobby's right also when she says it's a part of the culture. And I go, yes, but the culture is predicated on the drive to finish it. But you're seeing that, like, you don't have to. The only reason they were cultivating Mars is because they couldn't have it anywhere else. There was no prospect, right? The Mormons pulled together all of this money to make a ship that could travel for centuries so that they could get to their paradise somewhere else, right? It was never about, you know, the destination. It was almost about the journey more than anything. It's about the cause. The Martians wanted the collective people moving in the same direction, but now that same direction, they're figuring out they don't have to go there anymore. Why are we fighting for something that has no end? Right? And we're terraforming something for what? And you can see they're decommissioning all the ships. I mean, it's just not the same. Ever since at the beginning of this season, we were seeing all the changes. The people don't believe in this anymore. The people that were, you know, running the planet are not believing in this, right? It's just not feasible anymore. It's not feasible because before you could have everybody have the hope of terraforming, right? You didn't actually have to terraform, but now they can see it. It's tangible. It's physical. I'm with this guy at least to leave. Like, that makes so much sense, and it makes a lot of sense. This is the last job, and I can see at least through the little bits of dialogue that he has some integrity to what he does. Obviously, it is crime, but he has ground rules. He has stipulations. He doesn't go into something that he doesn't feel he's confident that can be done without, you know, with the minimum amount of risk and the minimum amount of mess. So, and I like that Bobby is at least taking this with some, you know, there's some conscience involved. Different than what I would have thought. I thought it was grating away at her conscience. I thought it was eroding away the goodness, but obviously not, right? She still has a conscience, and she's just been doing something that felt better than just wasting away on the docks and being in a corrupt version of it. Now she can at least control what she takes and control situations like not having anybody be hurt. So
Mars is changing. It's not dead.
Mars died the moment they discovered those new worlds.
Exactly.
I did my duty because Mars promised a garden for everyone.
Exactly.
If you want out, just say so. You don't owe me anything anymore.
So tough, man. And you see where it's coming from a good place at least. It's so funny that if I had just waited a little bit longer, like literally everything that I just told you guys is what he said. Brilliant. I like that I'm, at least for some of this, I'm on the same page.
Amos?
Here.
Holden told me what happened. I know how you feel.
No, you don't. When I was 5, I lived in a basement. I'd have nightmares. When I woke up and opened my eyes, everything was still black. That's when they came in. I thought I was dead. There was nothing I could do about it. There's nothing we can do now except sit in the dark and wait to die.
People like us deserve a say in how we go out.
That's all I ever wanted.
Jesus. That was an interesting character moment from Amos. I always enjoy character moments from Amos, but man, I don't like seeing it like this. This is too sad.
My friend.
Is he dead?
No.
Maybe worse. Maybe he's given up.
What if it's not your blood? What if your blood is normal, but it's your vitreous humor that isn't?
My what?
Your eye fluid.
What? Holy shit.
We only need a little fluid to analyze.
He's gonna stick a needle in his eye? Holy shit. Okay, so like my mom's an optometrist, but I never liked this. Ay! Okay, that wasn't as bad as I thought. I've seen worse. Okay, they didn't make that super horrible to watch. Factor B.
What?
You might want to see a doctor. You have precancerous cells that could become life-threatening if not treated.
I was irradiated on Eros, so I'm full of oncocytals.
Wait, the radiation.
No, I don't want your hand. You have a medication board.
Huh.
The anti-cancer meds are what is killing the organisms.
Holy shit.
That's what's making me.
Whoa, I just got a rush. I just got goosebumps. Whoa.
It's been a while since I've seen you smile.
Holy shit. Let's go. Let's go, baby. Dude, are you kidding me? Dude, can we just look? All right, look at this. I know I usually blur out when I'm talking, but look at this freaking smile, man. This is what we needed. I was just saying in the beginning of this episode, this is really down. This is like really downer, really just, you know, Amos is giving up. People are losing their sight. People are dying. It doesn't look good for us. Oh, that's what I want to see, baby. I need to see his smile, man. I need to see some people smile. I love it.
I'm sorry, memorials are never easy. And how impersonal they are makes them even worse. My son, Chernobyl, was a Marine. He was also killed by the OPA. The OPA killed your husbands, but it is my fault that they died. And all I can say is, I am truly sorry.
Wow.
I'm not sure what kind of toppings you like on your waffles. I just got everything. Ice cream, whipped cream.
Did you get the job?
Let's eat and we'll talk.
So that's a yes then.
Yeah, I leave next week.
Good for you. But if you're in such a rush to leave, you should probably just go now.
You're still buying into the bullshit. Look around you. The dream of Mars is dying.
So stealing and getting yours, that's the answer?
Go, do the job, be a good Martian. See what's here when you get back.
I will. I hope he's still here too.
That wasn't fair. Taking your anger out on him like that was not really fair. But, as I said, when you have no direction anymore after literally the culture was built upon it, foundational, it's jarring. It's upsetting.
A gift for you.
Oh, that's very thoughtful. Well, we should probably toast the crew before we set off.
I'm a gift for your send-off.
You're not coming.
Come on, drummer.
Now, what are you going to do then?
Stay out of politics.
Hold on to this until I finish the mission.
Oh no, I don't like this. Why do I feel like Asteroid's not going to come back from this? All of this foreshadowing, it's just, I don't like it. I don't like it. I really hope I'm wrong.
Cable secure.
Thank you, Kylie.
Bringing her home.
Okay. Going well. Didn't Felsia say that it was only 800 meters? Isn't that's short, right? So we don't have room. We don't have enough room for error, which is what Naomi said we really wanted to have. I hope that is not going to cause problems.
Okay, Alex, we're set. Cable's connected.
Copy that.
I'm gonna give her a little thrust. Here goes nothing.
Going well. Are we happy? Let's go. Yes. That's what we love to see.
Dr. Okoye figured out a treatment for your eyes.
Really?
We're getting out of here? I didn't think you could pull it off.
Now I can say I took you in a fight.
You can say whatever you want.
That sigh by Holden just now, I'm gonna read too much into it because I haven't paused in a little bit, but that, like, he had lost a brother, he had lost a friend when he had given up, and that little sigh was almost like, just glad to have you back, Amos. And I liked that. I'm reading too much into it, but that's what I'm gonna believe. And I'm gonna stick to my answer. Oh wow.
We figured I had to restore everyone's vision.
Cancer meds were why I was immune.
Something good finally came out of being on errors.
Wow.
All we did was buy ourselves more time.
And that's what we're going to keep on doing.
Hopeful music is good to see down there. But do those things look closer to you? Is that just me?
Miss Gao, do you have any comments on the new images from New Terra?
Do they change your position on the ring gate and exploring new worlds?
Uh-oh.
What began as a day of mourning has now quickly evolved to a watershed moment in our planet's history. Opinions around the world dramatically changed about the ring gate since these images from New Terra became public.
Whoa. Who exposed those? Who exposed those?
I said I want to be alone.
Did you leak the images from New Terra?
Yes.
Holy shit, she did!
Now Nancy Gower doesn't have a leg or a platform to stand on.
You're inciting fear and hysteria to cover up your own mistake.
Nothing else in this election ever should have mattered.
Wow.
There is nothing righteous in winning this way.
I did what needed to be done.
You used our son's death for political advantage.
Wow. I did not think it was her, but I did. Man, when she was like blank faced and knew that, like, she wasn't necessarily gonna be proud of it, but she needed to play the game. When she was in her office, when the guy resigned, all that stuff. Wow. I didn't think anything of it. I thought it was the look of somebody who was defeated, but no, it was somebody realizing what they needed to do to win. That's crazy. But I guess I shouldn't be surprised. Like, she's been this way. They said even in the going back even to the first season, when they talked about she would do anything to win. And she wasn't playing the game before. She was so focused on, what Holden was doing and trying to get this but then with this election and everybody pushing her and the stress and all of that, it brought it back out of her. That's crazy.
This is Mercury. Has the light shuttle been prepared with a proximity detonator?
Wow, dude. Mercury, you bastard. Holy shit. Dude, there's no way. You already know what I'm going to say. I'm not going to say it again. Wow. What an episode. This episode was great. Best one of the season so far, in my opinion. Love this one. A lot of ups, a lot of downs. And it kind of felt like a miniature payoff for a lot of the stuff that's been set up. Love the characterization that was taking place with Amos kind of opening up a little bit, as well as kind of showing a little bit more of Christian, which we've gotten less of for a while. I like the moment between Amos and Holden. I like the moment between Drummer and Ashford. I loved those. You know how I feel about Ashford. I like Ashford. But I have a bad feeling on that topic. I have a bad feeling that this is a suicide mission. I have a feeling that he's not going to come back from this. I dislike the Fred Johnson stance, although the tough part is I see where it comes from. I don't agree, but I see where it comes from, so it's not like I just can't fathom somebody thinking like this, but it's tough. Christian surprised me the most, man. Both with the actresses, or the actors the acting in that scene of the memorial was crazy. That was crazy. Really, really well done. Felt that. I thought it was a human moment that was happening. Turns out that it was, but it was purposely put herself in a place to do it, and strategically did it to gain political leverage. And then she did the leak, which I didn't even think about that. But my favorite moment from this episode, I don't think I've done a what's your favorite moment from the episode in a long time. But you know what? Bring it back right now. My favorite moment from this episode is when you realize that the cancer meds, a point of understanding that Holden is irradiated and dying, that is the moment. This whole thing of Eros was this linchpin for why everything is terrible and has shaped a lot of the characters that we see in the show, and the way that our fear works and the way that we've made decisions for the greater good and the understanding of the bigger picture, all that. When you see that Eros was the reason, that the cancer medication he was taking was going to be the thing that gets him out of it. That is so poetic. I love it. I love that stuff. And if you guys stuck around to the end, all the way through to even hear my thoughts on it, I really do appreciate it. Don't forget to like and subscribe, man, if y'all haven't already. Yep, that's all I got for you guys. And like always, I'll see you in the next one.